audio. Woo! It's a weekly retro party. Ooh yeah. It's a weekly retro party. Yeah. Elzo, my name is UAG, and I'm on a fucking mission. Don't you be disrespectful, no bitchin'. And when I play Halo, I'm never missing. So don't be dissing, listen. Overthink game and pop them honeys. Dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. We call him OTG, he kinda funny. He hating naked bitches cause he like to eat them gummies. What? MadDad's in the mug, don't say shit. Tight ass shirt, don't need to say jack shit. Motherfucker working out every day with that swole ass shirt. Gonna put you in the casket. Party, ooh yeah, it's the weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah, it's the weekly retro party. Yeah. And now you know a little bit about the host. One from the East Coast, two from the West Coast. We gonna talk about what we gonna talk about. I'ma tell you what we not gonna talk about. Double I arcade, knockoff games. I arcade, I ain't saying your name, but fuck a rain, I hate the rain, fuck a Papa Doc. Y'all motherfuckers the same, I hate them games. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. You never were a friend, you was just undercover. I don't give a fuck if I get canceled. I'ma find your head, slice it off, and I'll put it on my mantle. Party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. I never find another one like this. I never find another show like this. I just wanna party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. Party, ooh yeah, it's a weekly retro party. Party. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe. And like my video. Like my video.
Yo, it's your boy UAG here, and we got a banger for you. Mario making a killing in the movie theaters, breaking all records for video game adaptations. Is this mean the end for superhero movies? And now we transition to video games with all the success that we've seen, whether it was The Last of Us or Sonic? Or better yet, what's the next move for Nintendo in terms of their cinematic universe? And Arcade1up, they've been doing a lot of Easter eggs, or should I call it trolling? I don't know. All these silhouettes, what do they mean? We'll talk about all that and more. Let's start the show.
What up, guys? It's your boy UAG here, and I apologize for the bad audio on that video, but we're gonna fix that real quick here. We got the crew here. We got the man and the muscle, the hustle, Moat, and tight shirt. MadDad, what's good, brother?
What's up, man? Haven't seen y'all in a while. What's up?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I appreciate everybody coming through and giving me all those good wishes and whatnot. You know, while I was away, but we're back here. So let's start the show. Mo, bro, are you all right, bro? You seem like you took in a nap or something.
I was I'm looking on Twitter, sorry, and for those who might not care, but I care, the Super Mario Brothers movie steelbook, the 4K Blu-ray and digital, is up for pre-order at Best Buy and at Walmart. So, you know what I mean? Like you You can get the gimmick, and then Walmart's got a version, whatever else, right? So that's what
It's pretty
yeah,
good.
I'm trying to add that to the cart right now. Sorry.
They're not playing. They got that already ready to go. I think they had it like the day after the movie came out. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get into that real quickly here, because I think that's the most important thing right here, right now. Right? Is that the Mario movie is, I think, doing extremely well, you know. And I think Link's over here a little bit tight because Mario's raking in the bucks. So I kind of hinted at it in the beginning of the show, but it has already broken records for video game adaptation. And normally when a movie breaks a record, it's by like 8 million, a couple of $1 million. Right now, it basically doubled what Sonic 2, which was the leader right now, that was like what, $70 million. Its opening weekend did 143 million, and as of right now, it's only been 7 days, and it's basically a half a billion. Worldwide is $427 million. It's going to break $1 billion. To give you a little bit perspective for that, Spider-Man No Way Home made about 850 million. It did not break $1 billion. That's crazy for a video game. Like, video games before Sonic really didn't do so well. And I think this is going to be a start of a change. You start seeing shows like The Last of Us, again, the Sonic movies. They're transitioning. What do you say, MadDad? Because I know you love these video games, and you got kids and whatnot. So tell me what you think about this, man.
Yeah, man. When I first the movie itself, just wanted to tell you, I went to see it on Saturday. So man, it was fantastic. My kids loved it, man. They want to go see it again, and this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, that movie was, it just, I don't know, everything just flowed with it. When he was, well, I don't know, I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody, just in case y'all didn't go watch it. But it was actually a really good movie that I would actually go see again. And that's probably where they're making half of the money at. They probably going to see it again. People going to see it again. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about. I know what the next movie gonna be. That's all I'm saying. You know?
So since you jumped into that, what do you think will be the next movie? I mean, for me, I personally think it would be Link, a Legend of Zelda movie. But you know, there's a good argument for, you know, Donkey Kong, because it's such a well-known IP as well. So what do you think is going to be the next move?
I don't know. I think it'd be something like Smash Brothers versus something. You see what I'm saying? Or like Metroid or something. You know, like a Metroid movie, something like that. I would say.
So we have our resident Nintendo expert on the panel, Moat. Moat, what do you think would be the next move, brother?
Like, as far as like franchise, or just like, you know, like Mario in general, because if it's Mario, they've already canceled.
Well, you know, they
greenlight
there's part 2
movie coming, yeah. But, if it comes to a Nintendo franchise, they already got the assets and things already created for Donkey Kong, so that, you know, do a Donkey Kong country movie. That's pretty easy. Or I would go with Metroid, because Metroid, it's space and whatever else. You can't do a Legend of Zelda movie, because I said this last night, Link can't talk. Link is essentially mute. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're going to be going on high. It's not like, yeah, no, you can't make a movie off of Link. You know what I mean?
A lot of people probably thought you couldn't do a show about the Mandalorian, because he really wasn't a talking character. And so they just made him more soft-spoken and let the character speak to him more so. I think they can do it, man. And I think it would be a smart move, because it would be this generation's version of The Lord of the Rings, that fantasy film. And I think it could be done. I don't think it's an easy task, but that's the most recognizable IP behind Mario. I think
I think Bo
personally.
knows though. Bo is right. Kirby's up there, man. My kids have the
Yeah.
shirts, everything. So Kirby might, you know what I mean? They can do something like that.
See, think about Nintendo franchises is that they can print money. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it is. They could do a mainstay movie, and then if they tap back into that old school like Pixar style and do like little shorts from franchises, where it be F Zero or maybe a Smash Brothers thing, like there's a lot of stuff they could do. But you do Donkey Kong or you do Metroid, it just makes sense. If you want to do the underdog movie, you do Punch Out. You know what I mean? Since boxing movies seem to be the thing now with Creed 3 and the new Foreman movie coming out, so there's a lot of different directions you can actually go with that. And the Punch Out movie would actually make sense considering all the references they had in the first 2 minutes of the movie. So
All right, like
Yeah.
I said, I don't want to be a spoiler or anything. Did y'all go see the movie? That's what
oh,
I'm
I
saying.
saw it. Oh, I saw it. I'm trying to go see it
I'm thinking
again.
everybody went to go see the movie already.
Yeah, I'm trying to go see it again.
Just don't
So
listen to me pause it right quick. I'm saying, did y'all see the reference of Luigi's Mansion in there? Come on.
dude, like
Did you see
listen,
that? I was
listen.
just trying to figure out. I was the
I
only
said
one to see that.
Bro, so there were so many freaking movie references in there.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
like.
game references given like even just a little subtle music like when they were going through the tunnel and you heard the
Correct. You see what I'm saying? I
like
saw
the
that and I was like,
like the
okay,
the
that
fact
was
that they
pretty
had
cool how
Spike
they did that.
the fact that they had Spike from Wrecking Crew be like a Chad and like bullying them in the I don't want to spoil the movie for nobody
Yeah, yeah. I
because
mean,
you know
you
what I'm
telling the
saying?
movie.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Nah,
Listen,
you know, it's still gonna be good.
there's a lot
Even
of
if you
Easter eggs
sad,
out there, right?
it's still gonna be pretty good, man. You'll
Look,
see.
y'all had a
You'll
week to
love
see it. If
it.
you ain't see it by now, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless y'all really busy with kids and stuff, and I respect that and understand that. But
Now we really need a God of War movie, so that's what I'm waiting for.
yeah,
Of course, OTG would say, "Screw the kids, make a KI movie." But I don't even know how.
depending if you do the OG Killer Instinct, it does have more of a story. You could do a Killer Instinct movie. I mean, it's possible. Just don't make it like the
Anything's
reboot of the Mortal
possible,
Kombat
man.
movie. Well, no, I'm just saying,
Uh,
just don't make it a reboot like the Mortal Kombat movie. Because
so
that was straight.
disrespectful.
No, that was straight out of Mortal Kombat Deception. Keep that a buck. That was straight out of Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
there's one thing
Deception.
in there, man, I didn't really like though, man. You know what I mean?
What?
About the dads, man. I'm just gonna say that.
I kind of
I didn't like that part,
I
but
kind
everything
of
else was like
I was okay.
everything was like.
I was okay with the dads because it let Charles Martinet he was getting a check anyway, but the original voice of Mario got to be in there, and then like the uncle was Luigi was the actual Luigi voice from Super Mario Brothers Super Show. So like there's like a lot of deep cuts in that movie. I'm okay with it. I'm
You
okay
okay
with
with
it.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
This,
So I want to talk to you guys both because I know y'all have kids, so y'all seen the Sonic movies. Do you think
you
that?
got kids?
Do you think that Nintendo was over there seeing Sonic make this money like this? Yo, our IP is way bigger. We need to get this bread. What are we doing here?
No,
You know,
no.
you think that they already had this planned out?
This was in production since 2016, and I think the first Sonic movie came out in 2017, 2018. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Something like
gotta
that.
you gotta know that Sonic had their thing in development as well for some time
which
as
which
well.
which is fine and that's good and everything. But I mean, they wanted to blur the lines of reality. They wanted to make it so it's
Yeah,
part cinematic and part.
that's what I
Part
was about to
reality
say.
based, where it's just like this movie was straight animated. You could do a lot more, et cetera, et cetera. So
So the big question I have for you is this: they went with the people that did the Minions studio for this film. But if they go to another IP, let's say they go with a Metroid or they go with a Legend of Zelda, which is going to be a lot more serious tone, do they stay with the formula that they have that they made so much money with Illumination, or do they go with another studio that you know that may go along with that serious tone? What do you think happens there?
They got to stay with them. I mean,
you
that's
stay
just
with
where
it.
they're making the money at.
Yeah.
Almost every movie that they made some money. So I would still stick with them. But that's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be silly to get away from Illumination, and then also let's be real. The Super Mario Brothers movie is not all PG as it seems. Shout out to Jack Black for that Peaches because
First of
yeah,
all,
man,
that's the best part of the movie.
bro,
Yeah.
little kids were walking out of the movie theater singing that god doggone song. But if you pay attention to the lyrics of that
No,
song, yeah, Jack Black got over. He got
he got
over
over,
real smooth,
You
real
you
smooth
know
with
that
that one.
it's eligible for
An
song of the for an Oscar song of the year. So, dude, I really think that he stole the show, Jack Black. I think everybody thought that was going to be the case, but if they do a spinoff and just do a thing about Bowser and his kids, I would go watch that day one. Day one.
Little Penguin, man, in the beginning, he was. I don't care. He was like, "Forget you. I don't care how big you are, man." What's up? His voice is like. I'm just telling you, it's pretty.
Will
good.
you
Please go see it.
It's good, bro. It's
Please
so
go
good,
see
but
it, man. Just saying.
So, if you haven't seen it already and you are a gamer, this is the movie for you because there's so many references, things like that. I heard that the story is doesn't have a lot of substance to it, but if you love the movie, I mean the gaming itself, you would love this movie.
So wait, you haven't seen the movie yet?
I've seen part of it. I had to leave.
Yeah, no. That movie
It
has
has
story
story,
behind it.
actually.
Yeah, it has plenty of story behind it. Yeah, that's something like that. That's
Well,
that's not accurate.
That's the part where I'm talking about the
Critically, it what is it, around 50%, but the audience vote is like 93%. It's doing very well audience wise, in terms of the rating. So, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Now, let's transition to some other story. I don't know if you guys have been under a rock today, but today, earlier, someone came out of their cave and Jong did a live stream.
Wow.
And yeah, from Korea. And he was under the influence. Let's just say that. But I'm not going to, poo-poo his party, and he was probably having a good time. But he kept on talking about how he had something in the works for a long time, and that this is going to change the game. But he didn't give us any context to it. So I'm wondering, what does this mean? Does this mean that the guns are finally going to come out? Does this mean that their operating system is going to be refreshed? Does that mean that they're getting a new publisher, like a Midway or a Capcom or something that moves the needle? Or is it to the point where they're just like, you know what? I just got to get people hype. and this is all smoke and mirrors. Mo, you love the iArcade. You still have it. Everybody else gave it away, so you have to hold the fort down and talk to us about this.
I didn't see it. I saw that there was a stream. I didn't get to watch it or whatever else like that. You know what I mean? But I did see there was something. Okay, so everybody has a different definition of what changes the game. Okay, you know what I'm saying? For Rocky Balboa and Creed, changing the light bulb outside of his house changes the game. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what you consider changing the game. I think they did get the Operation Wolf operating on the iArcade. So people who bought the Sitting Light Guns, whatever else, right? But I don't know if that's game changing. You know what I mean, if you get a new publisher, you do get a Midway, or maybe you get some licensing with Capcom or Sega or whatever else, right? Does that change the game? Is there a new form factor of this freaking cabinet coming? You know what I'm saying? Is it still the same price? There's a lot of stuff that go along with it. So again, to each their own. It all depends on what you consider changing the game, honestly. Unless it's getting a drastic price cut, unless they're sticking with one form factor, and unless they're delivering the games that like they said they're going to deliver, I don't know much of the game they're going to change, realistically. And I hate saying that, but I don't know.
MadDad, you were one of the first supporters of iArcade. You turned the page like me, but I know you still want them to succeed. So what would change the projection of iArcade? Make it a positive one. What would change the game for you to say, you know what? If it goes on sale, I might jump back in. What would it have to be?
It doesn't have to be on sale. Just give me the sound for the lightning in the beginning, and then I'm back in. Is what I'm saying.
So they just got to give you sound. They just got to give you startup.
I'm just playing.
You lying.
No, I'm just playing, man. Uh, at first I thought it was gonna be moddable. I was gonna say, oh, they doing pretty good there. Okay, but nah. I'm thinking that what everybody else thought it was gonna be. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be this. You can actually buy the games on the cabinet itself.
That
That's what I'm thinking.
that would be a
Right?
positive step. That'd be a positive
You
step
know
in
what
the
I
right
mean? Like,
direction.
they have a new software where you can buy the games right then and there. You don't have to go to the store or whatever. I mean, I'm thinking that's because, this is what we told them to do before. Is, hey man, we can buy them right here. We probably buy more, but I'm thinking that might be it though, for real.
But is that game
And on
changing
sale
though?
too.
Does that
I
change the
mean,
game though? I mean,
nobody. I'm just saying, nobody, like, you can't really do that except for like on Steam Deck and all the other stuff, but not like straight up arcade stuff yet. You see
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? So that is, if you think about it, it will be game changing because you can buy it straight right then and there, right off the cabinet. So
So I guess for me, I guess what a game changing thing would be, even though it'd still be the same system, was if they do go the route where they sell you a board where you can just update your ad game. I said ad games, your iRK, where you update the iRK with beefier hardware and whatever else, right? And then maybe they show a selection of these games running over because Messiah's right. Yeah, I was in Chicago and Operation Wolf was running on a PC. You know what I mean? So the hardware in there might need to be updated so that maybe it can handle the Senden Tech. So maybe that's what it is. So maybe it's like, yo, here's a new board option for XYZ. Maybe it's the Glenn. Maybe Glenn's Retro Show's panel is finally going to be sold to the public because I don't even know if that's being sold yet.
Not
Because
not as yet. Not as
yeah,
yet.
yeah. So maybe that's one of the announcements. There's a lot of things that they could do. Again, game change is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the knock on genre was right, but there's always like this super dramatic like 27-minute countdown, and then another five countdown, and then the smoke and mirrors comes down. And like I said, I was there, so I saw it, and it was just kind of like,
It,
so
it,
anyway,
Jago, it was on his Facebook. So, unfortunately, I tried to download the video and it took a lot longer than anticipated. I was going to show you some
like you
highlights.
said, man, new
right.
IP or new contract with somebody, maybe somebody that we,
And that's
I don't
cool,
know.
but
We'll
that's
see.
cool and everything, but it's like, well, I don't understand I don't understand. Well, I guess they probably had air conditioning. They ain't had none in Chicago. Anyway, but I guess look, and this isn't me cracking jokes. This is me being serious right now. Like when you go for Moon Patrol and Space Invaders, all you can do is go upwards. So I mean, take that as
Well,
you
well,
know what I
let's
mean.
let's let, let's be call a spade a spade. Again, I want them to succeed because the more companies in this space, that means that they push the limits for the other companies.
Right.
But let's call a spade a spade. The last couple of weeks, I want to say the last couple of months, really, it's been a lot of shovelware for me personally,
Yeah, that didn't really.
and there was nothing that was enticing at all. A lot of clones of existing games, and you don't get nostalgia for the clones. Like you can play Mike Tyson Punch Out, or you could play, Buster Douglas, the same game, but they swap out the piece. It's not the same. It's not the same, and I think they've been doing that a lot. So hopefully, they get something that really gets this community going. But as of right now, if I was a betting man, I don't know. I think that they would be on their last legs. It feels like that. It feels like that. I'm hoping that it's not. I'm hoping that everybody who got that gold cabinet is going to be excited because something new is coming out. Maybe another gun game. Maybe they get House of the Dead, the remake. It's a possibility.
Take them glasses off, stare to the camera, and say that with a straight face.
I
Don't
can't.
worry, I'll wait.
I can't.
Yeah,
But I mean,
they actually, because that was one game that I was waiting for, and then that upset me, and after that, I think it was downhill after that for me. So
yeah, yeah.
I think they just need to do a lot of goodwill and fix all the stuff like the, you know what I'm saying, and give some goodwill to the consumer base, like all
Just
those
give a
people that bought.
USB flash drive, call it the
Right,
next one.
right, and just like all the people that bought the Mutant League football that didn't get the game, whatever else, right? Or maybe the official announcement of the retro KO boxing and whatever else, like you know what I mean, like just that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of stuff that I think they need to rectify first, you know. And if they do burn all the early adopters and the people who bought the Gen One version of it and make everything specifically for the IRK goal now, that's also a blow. You know what I mean? Like,
Because
yo, the
Nintendo
one
want
more.
that money. You don't think Nintendo would do something?
Uh,
Hell no.
I'm just
Nintendo
saying,
wants
because they want that
Nintendo.
money, though. That's what I'm saying.
I
Right.
mean,
It's in the plan.
Nintendo. I don't know because you got to think about the percentage that Nintendo takes from the
They would take it all.
actual like the store. It'll probably be like a 90-10 cut.
Wouldn't even be worth it at that point. You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
Nintendo just do it themselves, you know? Like, honestly, they just do it themselves eventually. But I don't know. Hopefully it's something good. And I hope it's something big for that community. I genuinely hope so.
Now you did mention something about goodwill and doing some changes and stuff like that they could do. Well, one company is actually doing that right now, surprisingly, because let's say I don't want to say the joke, but the word on the street is that once Arcade1up does something, they're on to the next toy. They're not worried about doing updates, nothing of that nature. Well, this one cabinet, they don't play that. And there's been a big update for Killer Instinct. This update actually also affects hardware
Oh, look at that.
because now you're getting HDMI sound out of the Pro. They added a couple of more additions to their, first to X wins. You go automatically to spectate after you lose. So they did a lot of, updates to this to make it a better experience. And you don't normally see that. You don't normally see that. Once you sell the cabinet, you're like, on to the next. You've got your money. But they've actually made a update. And I know the first person that got excited and probably masturbated to that was OTG because he got himself the Pro. And I know that Travis is probably ecstatic as well. I know they had this in the making for some time, but it's finally out. So what do you say about that, Moat? Because I know you're a big fan of the Killer Instinct.
I think that them finally getting the audio to come through HDMI, I think that's a great change. You know what I mean? Like people who have the Pro, I'm excited for y'all. The change with the first two or plus more matches and them going automatically to spectate is good. One of the biggest fixes that are in there is the problem connecting with people with spectate. And I'm glad that was addressed in there. So like OTG, I don't know why, can't spectate OTG. I spoke to Welcome to Die over that, right? Over OTG, but they're fixing it so now that you're not getting automatic disconnects and things of that nature. So it's a little stuff that they're fixing in the background that I'm more excited for. That will provide more of a smoother experience, a viewing experience for the audience and whatnot. So it's good. I'm happy for it. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna wait till somebody else downloads it and then I'm gonna update it. Just to see my tab.
You just
know
don't
what I'm
want
saying?
that brick. You don't want
Right, I
that
don't
brick
need that
action.
brick. I don't need that brick. I got a Killer Instinct trifecta running Friday nights, man. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make sure it's solid. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But OTG's absolutely right, man. This isn't an Arcade1up thing. This is Code Mystics. Code Mystics is doing all the legwork. They are still doing all this pro bono. They are actively in that KI community Discord all day, every day, 7 days a week, answering questions, getting feedback. And when people that community gives feedback, these are the kind of changes that you see implemented, man. So shout out to Code Mystics, man. They're the real ones. And yeah, Arcade1up ain't got nothing to do with this, man. No, why you giving
They care about what they
Arcade1up?
Well, the reason why you gotta give Arcade1up some credit, they hired them. They hired them. So let's say this. Let's hope that all this goodwill that Code Mystic has built, that they share that love with other IP. So listen, like we can all channel our energy and be like, hey, can you take care of the next edition
So-
of Mortal Kombat, or can you fix that existing issue that we have now?
So John's in the chat right now saying that this isn't being done pro bono.
So they're just
Oh,
doing
so they had to open them wallets. That's a
Even
good
better.
thing.
Even
That
better. Even better. Even better. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for stating that out in public. You know what I'm saying? Because we were still under the assumption that they were working for free. So, hey, there's your new update.
They got that money, baby.
Yeah.
now, since you opened the wallet for them on this, open that wallet for some MK love. MK needs some love too, brother. MK needs some love too, because I've been watching all these like tournaments for other things, and since Arcade1up gave Arcade1up, since Code Misters gave a spectate on this, it doesn't change the game on that cabinet. That cabinet, no matter what day of the week that you turn it on, there are people there playing every freaking day. I can't say that about a lot of other cabinets. I know that you get that on Hyper, and I Blitz, you get it, and you get that on NBA Jam, and I think you get it on Marvel vs. Capcom 1. You could speak more to that, Mo.
Yeah. On all the other competitive cabinets, NBA Jam, from what I understand, is popping a lot. Usually NBA Jam during this time of the night, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, you see a lot of people playing that. Wherever else, there's actually a Discord for NFL Blitz and people.
They have a freaking tour. They have a
website.
season.
Yeah, they have a season. They got a website. Which, by the way, whoever did the NFLblitz.org website, yo, slide in my DMs. I know webmasters. We'll get you right. Your website's so bad. I'm just saying, like, yo,
Hey,
go look at.
listen, they had to start somewhere.
No, I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you out. Go look at my website, and then you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll get you right. You know what I'm saying. I'll get you right. But yeah, like that community, those communities, like you said, the Street Fighter community, the Marvel community, like all those cats are playing games, even on MVC2, when even you know what I'm saying, through all the trials and tribulations, man. So I think it's one of the things now where it's just kind of like it's Mortal Kombat's time, honestly.
It
You
is.
know what I mean?
It
Like
is. We need to get on that
it's
soapbox now.
yeah, like I don't understand, bro. I don't get. I was gonna look. I got the thumbnail and everything. I was literally gonna record this video tonight after we got done and put it out tomorrow. All right, and I'm still going to. But it's like, yo, like I feel bad for the MK community because, like, yo, how much more do they need to do? Like, bro, what high class escort do they need to pay to, you know what I'm saying, to get some stuff done? I'm just saying, man. Like, come on, man. I genuinely feel bad for them, man. But KI, they're getting the love they deserve, man. Again, all the cabinets are great that are online, except for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And so
that
some point in time that needs to be addressed.
And the thing is that it's this one, the highest grossing franchise. It actually surpasses Street Fighter. I think the only one that's higher than them is Smash Brothers, but right underneath that it's Mortal Kombat. So come on, man! Like 2 movies, like a bunch of animations. Like come on, man! Let's nip this. And then Ed Boon is over here giving you the support. He's trying to tell you, listen, we can make that MK4 work. I don't think he's gonna make it work without no rollback.
What's the point of putting an MK4? No rollback, no spectate.
You can't. I don't think you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's legitimately like no point. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mrs. Khalifa is needed apparently.
Since we jumped into Arcade1up, let's get in the meat and potatoes of the show. 35 minutes in, right? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. All these damn silhouettes. Now, you see the one that's gonna come out tomorrow. Everybody already knows what it is. Basically, hiding in plain sight. We think that it's the Infinity game table. There's a million videos out there. My boy Console Fanboy did an excellent video. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and go watch it. It's a nice spoof. But what I wanted to ask you, I did a video about the announcement for 420, and we all know what it's going to be, but I think there's more to it, to that thumbnail, than meets the eye. I personally think that it's kind of a roadmap for what is to be led to the end of the year, right? So I'm asking you, do you think that Arcade1up is just trolling us? Or is this more of an Easter egg thing? Are they trying to excite the community? Are they, trying to keep you thinking about them? What do you think is happening with these thumbnails? Or should it just be kibosh? Should they just stop this shit?
So I'll say this to Arcade1up's credit. Every time that they've done the thumbnail and it's had a silhouette on it, they've only shown the one product. Like tomorrow, I see that as a premiere. It's not a live stream, so kudos for that. There's 4 cabinets. We know what one of them is. I think the other 3, like you said, since there's no E3 or whatever else, right? I think this is one of those, what's coming up in the near future in the next couple months. I think it's going to be one of those things. So it'll be Fast and Furious and 3 other cabinets. Yo, but John, since you're here, hey, real quick, my boy, I need y'all to do that show an hour earlier. Okay.
You gonna tell them?
No. Hold on. This is why. Hold on, but check it out.
I got something.
No. It's not even that.
I'm listening.
Here's the valid reason why you have to do it an hour earlier, because the same time that one update is going on, Street Fighter 6 is doing a live demo. Lil Wayne's hosting, and all this information is coming out, and we might get an open beta next week Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might want to do that show an hour earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna catch the replay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, a little birdie told me that it's not a very long show.
Oh, well, okay, but still, Street Fighter 6. Y'all need to just go with it, especially if it ain't a long show. Then just do it like a half hour early. You know what I'm saying? Like a half hour early.
I just say by the time you see that, you'll probably be into the intro, and you still good.
You want to support. That's why you want to be there.
Well, I don't listen. Well, no, I'm just saying because, like, listen, there's a lot of fighting game people in the community, and if something's and by the look of that one thumbnail from that's supposed to go tomorrow with the Rampage and the Street Fighter 2 CE original cabinet, whatever else, right? If something like that was to show up like freaking on the 420 show, and people want to talk about it, I'm just saying. It would just make more sense. Look, it would be on brand if you start the show on 420 at 420 Central Standard Time. That's all I'm saying. Stay on brand.
Oh, so you're saying you said on 420?
Right.
Is the Street Fighter?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's another story.
No. I saw the premiere video. I saw that. I hovered over it on mobile. It's like a 7-minute video. We ain't talking about tomorrow. We're talking about next Thursday.
Okay.
I'm gonna need y'all to move like an hour early, bro. Just an hour early. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. Listen. John, you hear? He's over here. I watch both. He's like, listen. It is what it is.
But John can do that because he already knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? The rest of us are gonna be sitting here like, well, I'm gonna be sitting here like,
man, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna do what everybody did, and everybody else is gonna do. You're gonna open up 2 fucking windows. You're gonna be watching it on here. You're gonna watch it on there. You're like, what he said? What happened?
Unfortunately, no. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm not gonna be doing a live stream. We ain't doing none of that. Listen, I'm trying to find out.
You trying to get in there, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in here. Listen, you got into how many of them betas? Like what? At least one of them. You know
I got 2.
you got 2. You got to play motor controls and hit little 3 buttons. We know how you get down. You know what I'm saying?
I bought me the joystick. The joystick's coming.
I got that
I got me that special edition. That just came out.
I'm trying. It's $260, bro.
Nah. I got the one below that shit because all that other stuff was with. I don't know, bro. I think that shit's old. I don't even know what the fuck is in there.
The statues, the diorama, the steel book, I don't know, bro.
Keep that shit. I'll take the $90 version.
That I'll put right on the shelf back there. Like, yeah. I don't even like loot, but it's Street Fighter, so you know what I mean.
So yeah. But yeah, man, it's an exciting time right now. You got a bunch of awesome movies popping out. You got a bunch of. This year is gonna be the year of the fighting games, baby. The year of the fighting game. All the games coming out. You got Street Fighter. You got Tekken. Tekken's coming out later this year or is tomorrow? I mean next year. I think it's the end of the year, right?
They haven't said yet.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my guns. I said this before. I think they're going to shadow drop Tekken 8 at Evo. I think they shadow drop it because they're showing way too many game trailers and way too much gameplay. And my man Harada already said, don't ask him for Sugar Honey Iced Tea when it comes to crossplay and rollback. I think
He said he got that. He got that covered.
Yeah, it's already in there. I think they shadow drop it at Evo just to get that jump in front of Mortal Kombat 12. I think they
And
do,
we got MK12 coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they shadow drop it.
Do you think that? Wait a minute. What's today's the 12th, and they said that was a possibility. They announced it today or this week.
Well, yeah.
At least Sonic Fox said he thought it was going to come out this week.
Right.
Some information. We didn't get anything. At Boone, stop playing. Stop playing with our feelings, our emotions. Come out here and let us know something.
They got to get through Street Fighter 5. They got to get through Street Fighter 6's launch first. I mean, even if they announce it, they still got to get through that launch. And that's what I'm saying.
Just announce it. Just give us something, baby.
But even if they announce it, you know that game's not coming out until October or November.
I'll take October, but just let me know. I know that we know because it was on the investor call, but I want it official. I want official words coming out of Ed Boon's mouth. Like, okay, here you go. And you know what? And give me like 5 characters. Like smoke is coming. Human smoke is coming. Tell me that.
Yeah.
Tell me rain is coming.
When they talking about some characters won't be coming over, so I was like, oh snap, what's up with that?
Yeah.
You know?
You know they got what is it? Downloadable content. That's gonna happen.
DLC, yeah.
They wait for the uproar. Like, all right, we gotta put this character back in.
My question is really this: is Sonya Blade dead in MK12? Because they killed her in MK11. Is she dead?
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying.
Like that's like, where are they picking MK12 up from? Are they continuing from MK12 when MK11 when Liu Kang's like created this whole new universe and whatever? Oh, spoiler alerts! My bad. If you ain't played MK11 by now,
come on, what is it? 2 years in?
No, it's more than that. We like 4 years in, brother. You ain't
All right,
played it by now. I don't know what to tell you.
It's over for you.
Right. So I'm just saying, like certain people, are they gone now? You know what I mean? Like it should not. Like there's a lot of stuff that they can really, you know what I'm saying, come with. But again, that game's not gonna come to like October.
I need them to bring back all the Cyberbot ninjas.
But they did that though. They did that already. They did that in 10. The Triborg.
I want it back.
I do play Mortal Kombat.
I want it back. I want it. I don't, and I really want them to like. I know that they just did recent reset in X and everything like that, but I don't want none of these damn zombie characters.
You don't want zombie Liu Kang. You don't want Revenant Liu Kang again.
No, God damn it.
Liu Kang's alive now, but remember Revenant Jade and all the Revenants and all this other stuff.
I want them to go to the Kung Lao won the tournament and go through that timeline. And Kung Lao be the main character and get the love that he deserves. Kung Lao is nasty, bro.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just Mortal Kombat's reset their timeline so many times. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. They just reset it so many times.
They need to bring him back in this one.
And also as a special character, because you know they always finally give us Ash. And bring John Wick. You do those 2 things, and I'm set. Who would you want as a playable, a special character?
If you want John Wick, you do John Wick. He's gonna be what? He's gonna be pretty much Spawn or Rambo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's essentially the template you're going off of. I don't have a problem with Ash from Evil Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good shout. I think that's a good play. Honestly, realistically, like real talk. I wouldn't mind if they put Ghostface on there from the Scream franchise. I wouldn't mind if they put Ghostface on there.
Ghostface?
Yes, you can put Ghostface on there.
What is he gonna do?
Think about it. Make Ghostface a utility character. You know what I'm saying? Make him have great movement, including like teleports, because that dude always appearing behind somebody out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make him rush down because he, unlike all the other villains, that dude was legitimately chasing people around in the hood. Bro, put Ghostface in there. You legit, like you asked the question. I'm being serious.
No. Listen, no, there's no wrong answer.
Yeah,
there's no wrong answer. You know what I would really do like though is that they did Freddy the right way and make it Robin England, right?
MK9. Well,
Like,
MK9 Freddy wasn't bad
man, my
though.
boy.
I don't like that Freddy. I don't like that freaking version of Freddy. No one did.
Yo, put Kratos back in the game. I'm
Kratos,
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
I agree with MadDad. Put Kratos back in the game, man. Let that
He always had a
man.
devastating fatality.
At least make him Sony exclusive.
Or
I'm okay
if
with
you
that.
really want to throw a curveball, put Chucky in that motherfucker.
I ain't afraid of no 3-foot midget. Wait, hold on. What?
He would
That
be
dude's like 2.5 feet.
badass. He would be badass, bro. That would be the ultimate troll character. I can see Cham picking him just to try to beat somebody. I can see Cham doing that.
You out here trying to give halfy characters, bro. Yeah, no. He would legit. It would legit make him the odd job of the game. Legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Listen.
It doesn't listen. It doesn't matter what characters you put in the game if the game does not go back to the Mortal Kombat X style of gameplay. Leave that esports MK11 footsie crap. Leave that crap in the back. Bring back MKX game.
Oh, this is a good one by War.
Oh,
Jeepers Creepers, dude.
Yeah.
That's a hard ass character, bro. Pennywise, that listen, I think that's the best one so far. Because he could morph into freaking shit, bro. He could morph into shit.
People have fears of clowns, man, bro. I don't know if people are gonna
The Joker is in the freaking game, bro.
the Joker, but they already had the Joker template from Injustice, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can do any character. Just fix the gameplay mechanics. That's what I'm saying. Fix gameplay mechanics.
My man said the leprechaun. Damn. No.
Somebody said Will Smith.
That's like saying, yo, put the Crypt Keeper in from Tales from the Crypt. You know what I'm saying?
So he can just disintegrate?
Again, it doesn't matter what characters they put in, man. If they don't fix the gameplay mechanics, like legit, like it doesn't even matter. Yo,
So
get back from esports. Get away from that.
now, let's get back to this silhouettes real quick because we got thrown off because Moat wants the schedule changed for an hour early. But listen, you have a valid point. I don't think it's gonna happen. But from your lips to God's ears, hopefully it changes. Hopefully it changes.
In the morning, you didn't see that?
But with the silhouettes, we think that there's going to be a roadmap for. I personally think that remember what they said about 100 times, D-Mac and John D, that an 80s cabinet is coming before the end of the year. What 80s cabinet do you think it is? I think there's two strong possibilities.
Robotron.
Yeah, I was gonna say Robotron.
Robotron is the one I'm thinking, but I'm also thinking that remember when you put that post up of what's in your camera?
Hold on.
I'm thinking that Missile Command is coming, bro.
Hold on a second. Let me just say this. Hey, Get Loud works sometimes at least. Sometimes Get Loud works. Sometimes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now I just got to find time to watch in the morning.
Now, don't complain now.
No, listen, I'm appreciative of it. I'm just saying it makes more sense, you know what I mean, to at least move the time because, once cats start talking about Street Fighter 6, man, they're not going to care about nobody else. Anyway, back to what you were talking about, 80s cabinets. What do you think it is? I think it's Robotron or it might be Qbert.
I don't think it's going to be Qbert. I don't think. I think that Robotron. I think it's going to be Robotron.
Yeah.
Maybe Smash TV.
I was just going to say Smash TV. I was just about to say that.
Maybe they go with Smash TV because they could probably sell that in Walmart before they could sell Robotron 84.
Yeah.
They may split it up and do like a double SKU like they did Joust and Mortal Kombat.
I think that might be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think something like Robotron or freaking Smash TV. I think that might be like an Arcade1up exclusive.
I think they would do an Arcade1up exclusive if it's what you call it, if it's Robotron. But I think it still might sell if it's Smash TV in Walmart. I think it could. Now, Here's the other possibility. Like I said, I'm thinking that missile command that he posted in there, like John is the ultimate fucking troll. He be hiding shit in plain sight, and I think that's because look, we didn't get a Atari Deluxe. You think that they're not gonna do an Atari Deluxe or a Street Fighter Deluxe? They haven't done that any year that they've been out.
Yeah, no, you know it's coming because because it's part of the Evergreen line, right? That's a legacy cabinet. So, with the new style, they're probably going to put Yoga Flame or Shinku's PCB in there, and it'll just be that. You know what I mean? Which that's fine. Let new people get in to Street Fighter.
Because in terms of the Atari, they did Asteroids, they did Centipede. What other games that they did? I know they did something else. That's Williams' game.
Yeah, that could be on the
Midway.
Midway, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the Midway.
So I really think that they're gonna come out with Missile Command. I don't know how popular it is. That might be an Arcade1up exclusive as well.
Yeah.
I
think a lot of these are going to be exclusive cabinets. I think only the really big titles are going to go to maybe retailers.
But my question, and I'm gonna ask you two guys, if they do a Street Fighter cabinet that looks more authentic to a Capcom, style, whether it's like a Dynamo or whatnot, if they or another Big Blue version, because they have different models. If they do that, do they have to give you other games in that cabinet for you to buy it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What games? I'm thinking that they have to give me the Alpha series.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah. It would have to be Alpha. It would have to be Alpha. You got to move forward. Like I don't know how many versions of. I don't know how many times you can put out. I'm saying the Core 3 Puzzle Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how many times you can do that. I think you have to. You can probably put it on the cab with it, but I think the marquees should be the Alpha series at this point. You need to have that progression. I also believe it needs to be in an XL. Don't put it in a deluxe. You know what I mean? Like put it in XL size. My own personal observations.
I would like it too, but if they do it XL and they make it look nice, I'm not XL. Deluxe and they make it look nice and make it look really authentic, and just give me all make it a fighter heavy. Give me all the Street Fighters. Give me Alpha. Maybe you can even throw in the Darkstalkers now that the collection has been out for a while. They could probably put it back in there, or some Red Earth. I want that game.
Ooh, Red Earth would be nice. Red Earth.
I want that. I would like that game.
Yeah.
And make that online to play with some people, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That would move the needle for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that could be 8 games. Literally 8 games. The three Street Fighters, the 3 Alphas. If you do Darkstalkers, that's another 3. That's 9. Puzzle Fighter is 10. You do Red Earth, that's 11. Yeah, you can do 12 cabs easy and just make it a fighting game specific cabinet. On the other side of that coin, make a Capcom exclusive beat 'em up cabinet or in a shmup cabinet. You know what I'm saying?
And skin it back to what you call a Final Fight, because Final Fight, everybody goes wild to try to get that cabinet. If you do that, listen, y'all be printing money right there, because a lot of people have been trying to get it and they've been spending a good amount for a used cabinet.
And a lot of people didn't want to buy Shinku or Yoga Flame because it was geared as a fighting game cabinet when they really just want to beat 'em up cabinet. On there you've got your Captain Commandos, you've got your Striders, you've got your Final Fights, and all that stuff's online. So just make a dedicated beat 'em up cabinet. You know what I mean? Like
so real quick, Arcade1up, cut us a check for all these ideas that we're providing you. Like we're doing market research for you.
It's okay.
Cut us a check.
We'll give us a $5 super chat. We're good to go.
Don't donate mine to Extra Life, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be on payroll. Yeah, just donate mine to Extra Life.
Nice.
So someone made a comment here real quick, and I want to ask you, Mo, when are they going to go to these other publishers? Why haven't we got a Sega legacy or a Konami legacy or Tato, something.
teasing
Give us other publishers.
So I think titles kind of being marketed like I think titles kind of being like controlled in the
Yeah, well, they're
IRK
the
space.
whore. They're the whore.
Right,
So
right.
we
But
don't want
what I'm
them.
saying is like I think that Arcade1up doesn't really want to do what everybody else does. Like I kind of think that's part of the reason why we don't see the Double Dragon cabinet, that prototype. Honestly, because it doesn't make sense if your competitors already got something else like that. You're not offering anything different.
But
But that being said, I've been saying forever. It's in one of my top 10 videos. Make a Konami Legacy cabinet with nothing but Konami beat 'em ups. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all can cut the checks enough. It doesn't have to be Simpsons, X-Men, and Turtles. Y'all can do Russian Attack. Y'all can do
About Power
Contra.
and everything.
You do Bucky O'Hare. Listen, there's a lot of titles
POW.
under the Konami umbrella that they can put out. You know what I'm saying? Doing a Konami cabinet. The same way like Sega. You know, like I don't think anybody really wants to play Sonic the Hedgehog on a cabinet.
you could give us Afterburner. You could give us
Right,
Hang On.
right,
You could.
right, exactly.
There's things
a
out
lot of
there.
stuff.
Space
You can do
Harrier.
Wrestle War. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Sega games that people are actually made by Sega that
Shinobi.
people don't know about. You know what I mean?
Give me Shinobi.
Shadow Dancer. Again, another video I was gonna record. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like it's just there's a lot they could do. I think that it's just I think, and if I remember correctly, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, didn't David McIntosh say on one of those that one updates that they're trying to scale back the amount of titles that they put out a year, so they're not putting out like
Yeah.
15 or something like that. They're trying to do like 4 or 5 new titles a year, if I remember correctly, something like that. So under that same vein, you want your releases to be special, and I think they're trying to avoid the cabinets going on clearance for like 150, 75, 200. You know what I'm saying? So, and then pace yourselves because it's not a race, it's not a marathon, it's a sprint. Especially if you're trying to be if you're a viable business, you're not trying to just give everybody everything because once you give everybody everything, there's nothing less.
And what
for
do you
them to
got?
go get.
What do you got? What do you got left?
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm always down for Konami beat them up. Give the people what they want, man. Sega, Konami, do a
that'd
Virtual
be
Fighter
like
cabinet,
giving right
call
there.
it one.
How
You
about
know what I'm
that?
saying? Right.
So we're gonna put the cherry on this episode and end it off with some Fast and the Furious talk. And I know you probably blue in the face with all the Fast and the Furious talk, but I think that there's been stuff that people really haven't addressed. So, Mo, I'm gonna talk to you two guys here, Mo and MadDads. There's basically 3 eras in arcade history. We got the MadDads era where there was Pac-Man and the old school shit. Right?
Wow.
Right, MadDad?
Wow.
Then you come to my era where it's the renaissance of
It's kinda got
the
a little
arcade.
bit-
And Street Fighter came and basically brought back the arcades. That's the 90s. And then we got the console, the Mo era, the console era where the Dave and Buster's came out and basically put a spin on these arcade games. And so right now, Fast and the Furious is in that era, 2006. You know how big of a jump in technology that they're going from 1994 Killer Instinct to 2006 Fast and the Furious?
I thought it was
You
2004.
can get it done.
I think it's 2006. If it's not that, then it's
I'm pretty sure.
one
it's
of those
2000
games.
I'm pretty sure it's 2004.
Jurassic 80s. What's up, Nooner? 78 boy over here, bro. We ain't that old.
You're not that old. We're if I'm blink, we're right there. But you know, it was for the purpose of this conversation, if you will. But
He said, oh, yeah, I knew he did it just for men. I knew it. Yeah, I had to do mine. I always was cutting it so I can look the youngest on the show, but I said, forget it. I ain't.
Yo, don't feel bad. I ain't been able to shave in like a month, bro. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
But so now we're in the new Dave and Buster era. I think that this game, if it's not for everybody, right? There may not be nostalgia for it, but it's a better game than Cruising. You're talking about Cruising is like 1994.
Yeah.
And the technology has jumped dramatically in terms of that, but it's really what they can do next. That means that they probably can do Jurassic Park. That game, that you're talking about that era.
Jurassic Park.
And now
That's
they built a relationship with Raw Thrills. This is the third game. They got what they got. Blitz was done with Raw Thrills. Freaking whatchamacallit, Terminator 2 was done with Raw Thrills. Big Buck Hunter. So they established a working relationship with them. What other games does Raw Thrills has that they could do? Freaking Jurassic Park is one of them. Would you be enticed to have that shooting game in your house?
That'd be good.
Mo, I'm talking to you because this is your era.
Can I see the guns first?
What,
Can I see the gun? So no. But seriously though, Jurassic Park is, what I'm saying, it's an on rail. So and the guns are attached to the thing. Like I was literally just playing like Jurassic Park a couple weeks ago. So it's attached to the freaking machine. So it's just one of the things where you saw what they did with T2 where the guns are separate and whatever else. It makes sense for shipping, blah 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 blah, right? Raw Thrills makes a lot of stuff. They do. I think people are excited for Fast and Furious. As long as it's at a good price point, I might jump the window, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more excited because of the power that it takes to run this game properly. Mm-hmm. Because of the stuff that can come behind it. You know what I mean? That's the stuff that I'm like, all right, cool. They can do Fast and Furious. Now this means that they could potentially run Tekken. You know what I'm saying? They can run Fast and Furious. Hey, that means if they want to dive into Midway, I can get a San Francisco Rush cabinet. And yeah, I want one. And I want one with a clutch. And I want one with a clutch and a freaking gear.
You know what they could do?
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff.
I think this is a Raw Thrill title.
That's not too far. It's an older game. I'm just keeping it a buck. I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm already concerned. I'm like, yo, Fast and Furious isn't going to have the number dial. It's not like I'm sitting there saying, yo, give me initial D. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that this game is done by Raw Thrills, and they could do this, and I think it would sell like hotcakes.
It's going to sell. Only because it's Fast and Furious. It's the fandom.
No, the one I'm telling you about they could do, that this opens the door for. The Batman game.
Oh, the on rails driver. Yeah, dude, that would be kind of cool. Yeah,
dude, if you just put the Batman logo on that bitch, that's gonna sell. That's gonna sell.
No. See, listen, you gotta be more particular than that.
You know what I'm
saying?
It's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be good.
I'm gonna need that marquee to be on point. I'm gonna need that gimmick to be shaped like the.
You know that they make their cabinets look good.
I don't know.
What cabinet that you could say that they did not do make it look appealing in a sense, the way it looks?
Arcade1up?
Like let's go down the realm of like bad cabinets. I think the last time that they really did bad cabinets is when they did those wing cabinets. Those wing cabinets were atrocious.
Yeah.
I have to say that those wings were bad. Yeah. Those wings were bad.
Right. I think recently they've been okay. You know what I'm saying? They've been cool, but it's just one of the things. Again, if you're going to go on that route, you can go that direction. Yeah. Then certain things, especially with a Batman cabinet, that needs to be on point.
That whole thing needs to be illuminated.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And that's when you're like, yo, are they going to do it right? I need my buttons. I need the buttons on the side to light up. You know what I mean? Like I need.
But you know what? The future. You could say that they turned the page in terms of that. When you look at the Casino-cade, the way the Casino-cade lit up and everything, I think they could bring that technology over and make the Batmobile look sexy.
When's the last time you seen this Batman arcade? Yo, pull up an images so you can see what I'm talking about. Because, yeah, like it's a lot of like when you start doing stuff like that. Share it. Give me a second, because when you start doing stuff like that, you start crossing over outside of Arcade1up and you start tugging at the heartstrings of like the fan base. You know what I mean? So,
but that's what they do. They usually go to a place where, all right, they if a new movie's coming out or something like that, they try to hop on that. I think the Batmobile would be they would be printing money.
So this is what you want. Hold on, give me a second. All right, I gotta put it on this screen over here, right? All right, cool. Let's see. Share screen. All right, cool. So this is what you want.
So they couldn't get the Transformers game. That's what you're talking about? They couldn't do that?
You are sharing screen without system style. Whatever. Cool. No.
Yes.
Right, so cool. This is what you want, right?
Yes.
So look at that cabinet shape. Look at it. Like
that looks like a shark fin cabinet. Only thing that they would be doing is adding a marquee on top of it. So I don't know if they would do it where it's freestanding or if they try to add it into the marquee. I wish that they would leave it like this.
They got this. That's a wing cabinet. If you look at it.
Yeah, no. It's definitely got that shape.
The whole thing is this: you're adding a whole other piece on top. It's kind of looking like
it's the marquee,
almost
it's the base that I'm concerned about. You know what I mean? Like,
first of all, they're going to do this standing up, right? So they would put that logo on probably the kick plate area, something like that. But what I would hope is that they would really just make sure that they have this additional marquee floating on top, kind of like a topper. Like they really need to do that, and if you wanted to look anywhere authentic as possible.
If it lights up, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Like I just like if you're gonna do it, I want that. The only problem with it is that game came out in 2013.
2013,
and I think that's where we that's the part where we're just like,
yeah. That might be, we got to. We got
to get that off of there. I'm trying to get that thing off of there.
That's all right. I got it. We good now, baby boy. Yeah. No, listen. That probably a way out. That's probably like maybe a year, 2 years away, if anything. But the fact is that they had that relationship with Raw Trails. I know that they can probably make a good port of that. You got to believe that this is going to be a port too. The Fast and the Furious, to get this to run on this particular hardware, unless they're going with a bigger, beefier PCB. We don't know.
They're gonna have to.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. See how the Fast and Furious come out, man.
Right.
Look first, and then we can tell from that. You know what I mean? And how it runs and stuff like that.
Before we end this, the price point for me? It have to be like the $699 price point. Anything above that, you could. No, there's no way. What would you say?
Man? You talking about for that?
For Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, the 600. That's what I would do.
I'd love to see $599, but only because Ridge Racer came out at $699, I'm gonna go $699. But then that's all dependent on what titles are on the cabinet as well. So that's dependent. But yeah, I'd like to see $599. I think that's a better price point. I do, but
the meals and stuff. Man.
Yeah.
So I think that these silhouettes does do some good for the community because it gets people speaking and keeps Arcade1up on the tip of the tongues of the people in the community. So I think it's a good thing. As long as it's not, just blowing smoke up our ass. If at the end of the year nothing comes, we'll probably look back at this and say, "F you, Arcade1up."
They love us, man. That's how they advertise. They just put that up there. They're like, okay, we don't need to do nothing else.
Here, you guys do the hard work for us, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's just how it's gonna be.
Man, well, I think we're in good hands. Hopefully, some good positive stuff comes from here. What up?
Bo makes a really good point. They better license the real cars. Again, concerns. You know what I mean? Like that's stuff that I hope that they address on that show next Thursday in the morning. Now, thank you. You know what I mean? Like I just want to know, like, that part, and then we're not gonna. If we get a number pad, I highly doubt it. But if we did, that'd be cool.
I highly doubt that.
But it'd be great. It'd be great. You know what I mean? Tommy two-tone on the freaking number pad real quick. Because then the question becomes, because remember the number pad was how you saved your gameplay. So how you saved your loadouts.
They're probably gonna implement a software version of it.
Don't say it in the app. Don't say it in the
app. Nah, I think it's gonna be on software on screen, bro. I think it's gonna be software on screen. I mean, if I was a betting man, I would think that would be the case. I'm just saying. But with that being said, guys, that's the show. Where iArcade is coming out with some hogwash to make you think that you got an awesome cabinet. Your
Your killer instinct is fixed if you want to, pump out audio. And maybe we're going to get a Link's Legend of Zelda, the next one. Or maybe Kirby. Who knows? And Arcade1up has been trolling us the whole time. Nothing new is coming out. That's pretty much the show. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Mo, what you got next?
Okay, so I'm actually gonna do some stuff this week. But things I want to guarantee. There will be I Got Next Friday night, Sunday at 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Eastern, all the way to 1 a.m. Eastern. The second annual Extra Life charity stream will be going down on the Mo Plays channel, full of shenanigans, whatever else. It supports the Children's Miracle Network, my hospital here in Wisconsin, and yeah, I'm already to the point where I have to shave my head and all this other stuff, man.
The eyebrows too?
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna raise some money for the kids. We're gonna have fun. 12 hours of just community games and things of that nature. There's milestones and stuff. If you go click on the link in the channel, it's all there. You guys can see the incentives, and we're gonna raffle off a PS5 for one of the big ticket items because it's for the kids, and I do want to raise some money. So, and I challenge any of you other content creators in this space. Let's do some good around this joint. Don't just raise money in my space or my name. Listen, some of y'all with way bigger followings than me, man. Y'all need to get to work. Real talk. But that's what I got. A video tomorrow. Video Friday. I'm actually gonna record the video when we get done with this. So, but yeah, man, that's what I got going on, man. That's what I got going on. So, yeah.
MadDad, I heard you came out of retirement. I saw a video of yours recently of old school MK2 mod that you did, PC mod. What else you got for us coming up?
Nothing. That's about it.
Bro said he said.
Normally I'm just like I said, I'm just chilling with the kids and stuff like that. And so getting that time back is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I was into the arcade. I was busting my butt 24/7. You gotta, just like you said, man. You never know when the time's something's gonna happen. So you just gotta
never know.
Make sure your kids know that you really care about them and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing, man. But then y'all might see it pop up, just like you saw it, just pop. You never know. I might see something. You might see something new. You never know.
We appreciate you being the OG. So definitely, man.
Why do you keep calling this man O? You know what I'm saying?
He's the OG, bro. He's one of the original people doing this thing. He was giving out 19 inches, and I'm not talking about the pornos. I'm talking about 19-inch screens.
Hey, yo. Yo. Like what the hell did you just say to me? The hell did you just say to me?
Listen, he was slinging the screens back in the day.
Y'all so disrespectful. Y'all so disrespectful.
What's going on?
Anyway, guys.
There you go, long low. I plugged the stream in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
OTG was missed. He will be back next week, and you will see him this Saturday at the Mat. We got some stuff brewing over there.
What's brewing at the Mat? What's brewing at the Mat?
Well, I mean, we're going to be announcing a tournament coming soon of MK, and we're gonna have my man Godly there. We're gonna have a lot of things to be announced. An MK Legacy series coming. So you're going to see a bunch of old MK all the way up to Mortal Kombat X. So brush up your skills. Get ready. Things are brewing. Anyway, guys, love you so much for stopping by. Keep gaming. I'll see you next week. Peace.